Welcome back. It's been a while, but we have a new Garbage Pail Kid set out, and it's been a while since I've cracked anything. Been a while since I made a video. That's my bad, but we do have some of the new kids at play here, so we can rip this bad boy up and check out the cards. Have a few more of these to open. Also have a collector's and a hobby, actually retail box to open as well, but we're gonna start slow and ease our way into it. So based on odds and things like that I'm seeing, I don't have too much expectations for fabulous hits and prizes, but one never knows, right? Hopefully, out of what little bit I got, I did not go big on this one. I don't think it's a bad set. I think it was a good decision based on how many of these things they blasted into the market, pun intended. It's just too much. Like, I know there are a lot of us who love JPK, but not near what they're putting out. So this stuff's gonna sit around quite a long time, I believe. So open this, take out the packs. I don't see a loaded sketch in here. I don't know if anyone knows on the panoramics if they come in a pack like the regular sketches do, or if they come like a loaded does. My guess is they probably come in the pack, but I don't know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, just as advertised. So let's see what we get. Let's look at some of these art, see some of the names, and have a good time. So, here we go. We have another wonderful Tom Bunk puzzle. Always good to see those. He's still in the scene. Yeah, we're going to play the old focusing game. Huh? So, there we go. Hot Wheeler. Nice one. Most of us grew up, especially on the guy's side, playing with Hot Wheels. And those little plastic tracks always made them even better. Playing Demolition Derby on the floor of your kitchen, that kind of stuff. Jumpy Ginger, little checkers there. She looks determined and he looks scared. Rocky P. Scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. I can make a decision as a kid. Roddy Coaster. We all loved a good roller coaster. No, I love them. It's been a while since I've been anywhere. I went to Cedar Point back in, I think it was 2008, 2009, the last time I've been to an amusement park. But it was awesome, and I highly recommend it to any of you thrill seekers. Our green is Claude Machine. You know those. That's called the Giant Waste of Money. Magic Mick. Let me see if I can figure out what this is supposed to be. He's got his head on his butt. I don't know. Somebody's going to have to explain this one. I'm not understanding it. I'm thinking it's supposed to be like Magic Mike, but I still don't get it. Billiard Willard. That's a tough one for me to say. He's got a lot of noses. I did play a lot of pool growing up, so pretty cool. Lego. Well, I love these as kids. Had an area that had these everywhere, and they'd get stuck in the carpet, and you'd step on them and cuss. Percy Prince. It's a little, I guess, a newer thing here. 3D printings come about the last decade or so. Not really something I did as a kid because that wasn't a thing that existed. But I guess if kids are doing that now, I don't know. Does anyone have kids out there that just love that 3D printing? Can't get enough of it? Let me know. Because it's not something I've ever heard of. Silly Billy. Silly string. We were playing with this yesterday. Took the kiddo to a birthday party and they had some silly string. Bouncy Bill with a pogo stick. Oddly enough, same party, there was a pogo stick. Buster Balloon. I guess they're just talking about going to places and Kids would get balloon animals made for them. Guess that's the reference. Shoots and Laddie. I remember playing this game as a kid and then growing up as an adult and playing it and realizing there's no skill involved. It just depends on what you roll on the dice. Merit Midge. This one reminds me of the Cookie Pusher card from Food Fight, although I think that one did a little better. Malibu Mindy. It's a pretty cool card. Modeled after the OG Barbie doll, the original. Helium Liam. I don't know if that's a take on when we were kids. We always used to inhale the helium, so we talk funny. Exaggerated Eloise. I think this is an amazing piece of art. David Gross did awesome with this. Shows his versatility. He's not just in the Garbage Pail Kid world. He can do other stuff too, but this is awesome. You know, we all grew up kind of watching caricatures and artists at, you know, amusement parks and, you know, fairs and things like that. So I never had one made of me, but I do have that memory. So pretty cool. Next pack we go. Floyd is Lava. We did this a lot. My cousin lived in Florida. We took this to a whole new level. We figured out ways to get all across the entire house without touching the carpet. Netflix made a show that is god awful about this. I don't know. I mean, maybe some people like it because it did make a second season, but I can only get through like an episode and it was bad. This is a fun one because there was always that saying that if you dug too far, you'd end up in China. So it's kind of urban myth for us kids. Crayola Crandall. I was calling her Crandall. We all love to have the biggest, baddest packs of crayons in elementary school. D&D, very cool card. Stranger Things, Dungeons and Dragons crossover reference, pretty cool. Diecast Carry, another Hot Wheels reference. This one far more disturbing than the other one, I think. Bony Fisher. I think we all had this toy in one way or another. I remember they came out with the plastic ones, but before that, they had like just heavy wood ones. You'd probably brain somebody pretty good with that. Clay Claw, Claw Machine Friend again, and Dale Fire Club to go with the D&D. Three packs in, I'm digging it. I'd seen a little bit, but I hadn't seen every card. I think it's a cool set. Reminds me of Late to School, but like maybe late to after school or late to summer vacation or something, because it's all things you did as a kid, pass the time outside of school, and then talk about in school. Sometimes get trouble for talking about. Dart Gunner. We all have these plastic dart guns. Those things were fun. Stick it on your door. Try to hit the window. Willow Fight is a pretty funny one. Pretty mean of this little girl if she's filling her pillow with rocks to get an upper hand, but it's funny. Pinata Pierce, also a pinata at the party we went to yesterday, so there is that. Fisher Price. I think this is more of a 70s thing, but they had the little plastic case that was kind of like a little briefcase and it had all the little medical tools and stuff and like the fake syringe and the sphygmomanometer. Yeah, I used that big word on you to pretend we were doctors and such. So that's a pretty cool one. Beep and Tom. Simon, obviously. We all played Simon. Well, at least most of us in our age range probably played some Simon and got fed up after about 6 because I have awful short-term memory, so that was a tough game for me. Mr. Beastie Boyd. I think this is one of those, yeah, influencer type cards. I don't know if I got another one, but they seem to be like internet influencer types. Whatevs. Curvy Carly. The twisty slide they show in the background. Guess she rode it one too many times. Brainy Brandon. We all loved our Viewmasters. Those things were awesome in their simplicity, but never stopped you from wanting to look at the stuff over and over again. Bread food. I guess. Oh, it's a playing with your food joke. I get it. Clever. I like it. I like the sport foot too. Gotta love a good sport foot. Have any of you guys developed like a that's my character from this set? I always say I'm not going to rainbow a character because I have too many running, but you never know. Something might catch my face. I think a lot of people, my face, my eye. I think a lot of people are probably going to do that D&D character. Seems to be popular type character. Andrew Dice, which I guess is a joke on Andrew Dice Clay plus Yahtzee. Billy Putty, Silly Putty. Oh man, talk about the stupidest thing that you found fun as a kid. Silly Putty. You had to try to copy the comic strips, and then you'd fold it up, kind of make like a little empanada, and then try to pop it, um, blow bubbles in it. Hours of fun for why I don't know. I don't know, but it was hours of fun. Bouncing Byron. Never been in one of these. I've seen them obviously, shows and stuff, but they look kind of fun. But I could also see how they would make you hurl everywhere. We've got our first yellow here. Behind this green, booger green, Twisty Christie is a sketchy Skeeter. I guess Skeeter like skater, maybe. Truthful Trudy, Magic 8 Ball. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna guess our artist on this one is David Gross, just based on the answer there. It fits both the theme of the card and works as a good signature. 4 in a row. I definitely grew up playing a lot of Connect 4, so welcome card. Tooth Leslie. This is cool art. I like this one. It's funny. We got two skateboarder eating it cards in this set. I was definitely a skater. Not very good, but we had fun doing it and hung around for a few years. It was like middle school was my time to shine with that. So it'd be the late 80s. I wanted to be like the Bones Brigade. Hope you all remember Bones Brigade. If you've never watched it, I think it's on Amazon now. They have a Bones Brigade autobiography that's an amazingly good movie. Pull My Finger. Let's say plush fart, push fart, blish fart. I don't know. I guess there was some kind of game like that. I mean, I remember Pull My Finger, but not as a game, just like you telling your friend to do that. Frog Hunter. This reminds me of the Brady Bunch where they were doing the frog hopping contest. Know a Clue. Classic board game of Clue. You have all your characters there. It's pretty cool. Me, I want a hula hoop. Got this hula hoop there. Jack Attack. This reminds me of, I think we all had Jack in the Boxes, but I don't know why. They weren't exactly really fun. You do it 1 2 times, like, okay, that's done. But I like this take on it. Also reminds me of that scene in Elf, which every time when I show him being afraid to do the Jack in the Boxes. Petey Pop. I do collect Funko Pops, so I think this is a cool card. Possible rainbow thing if I decide I want to go that route. But yeah, I did like Funko Pops. And they do have Garbage Pail Kid Funko Pops. This, I think, is going to be another one. Wander around, like, wind around, I guess. I remember these little, they had ones that hopped, they had ones that kind of walked, but you've got some of your classic OS characters. Only one OS2. No, two OS2s, but, I think this is going to be a popular one. It's a cool card. Inward. I don't even know what's going on here. Is he being sucked into a tree? Is he being blown out of a tree? I don't explain to me this. I don't get this. I mean, it's kind of gross because his face is coming to the backside of his head, but I don't know. What is the tree doing to this poor gentleman? We are on to pack number, I don't know, something. Seven. No, eight. Yeah, seven. Here's our atom bomb type art for the set that you gotta have. Connor cosplay. Pretty cool. Reminds me of our old friend Sam Gross, who donned this suit at many conventions. I think he's been doing Roid Bot more recently. Pretty Millie. Kids playing makeup. I was a boy, so we didn't really do that. Puzzling Paula. I had those books of mazes. Put on that real cheap paper, and then it was all thin, and if you got it wet, it would just disintegrate. Bryce Mice. This is a game that we always played, but I don't think I know what the rules are to how to play it. We just put together the thing, you know, kicked the ball and started the trap, and we're like, yay, when it was over, but I don't know how to play the game. Hue Finder. Rebellious Ryan. Is this another one of those? Yeah, it's got to be because the unboxing. Yep. Resourceful Rita. This one's pretty disgusting, but also fun. Missing Missy. Oh, hand painted wooden ball in a cup. Obsessed Oscar. I don't think I ever got the little wooden ball in the cup. That was not my forte. Neither was doing a paddle ball like this way. I could do it that way, but this way. Only a couple whacks and then I went all out of whack. Surprising. Well, maybe we'll find a paddleball card. I mean, we had the one in OS, the one that Mr. Bobby B made that cool thing of. Stare and Spence. Yeah, we all used to play the staring game. It's pretty cool art. I like the kid in the background. He must have been real good. Tea Patty. One thing I never really experienced because, like I said, a boy, we didn't really do the tea party situation. Magnetic Vic, Wooly Wooly take. Very cool. I love some Wooly Wooly. Toy Brock, kind of our mascot of the set. Sit and Sven. Sit and Spin. And then like getting like about to throw up on one of those. Funny thing is, that's a toy that would only work for kids because the thing was so flimsy that if I tried to sit on one now, or even most adults, it would just not spin and probably break. Defy Gravity Greg. Tire swing. This could also be vomit inducing as you got spun around by your friends. Airplane Jane. I love paper airplanes. I actually did a science project on them one time. Sloppy Sloan. This reminds me of an OS card. I want to say it was like higher up in the series they had one. But we all did I don't know if you guys remember Jump Rope for Heart, where you had to get people to pledge, and depending on how long you could jump rope, they had to give so much money for every minute or hour or 5 minutes. I don't remember what it was, but we did that like every year. Those crappy jump ropes that had the little plastic like cylinders, like a whole bunch of them that went around the thing. And then they had those like kind of plastic ones, like those just as easily a weapon as it was a jump rope. Because if you whip somebody with that, it would not feel good. Who's Bill? I really like this card. Little known fact about me is we used to go to this one particular pool hall and played a lot of foosball because in those days we were kind of broke. So pool was kind of a when you just got paid or you know had a little extra money. But foosball you could play. It was $1 to play. So and usually four people were playing, so it was a quarter a piece and game lasted a while. So we played a lot of that. Played some really good people at it too. Fletching Fletcher. Fetching Fletcher. Let's say that again. It's a pretty good one. Holden Boogers. I think there was some game that was about boogers that this is referencing, but maybe I was a little old by the time that booger game came out. Frisbee. You had to love a frisbee. Can't say I ever had that happen. That's like some Final Destination frisbee action right there. Gulp Ted. Makes me think of Close Encounters, where he's building a giant mashed potato plateau. Sketchy Skeeter again. Splash Ash. Well, water balloons. Those were the best. Went to summer camp, and they used to have a thing right near the end of camp. They would call it Bedlam. And there was a lot of water balloons, shaving cream. We'd fill balloons with shaving cream and then just spray each other with say shaving cream. They were like mud pits. It was definitely Bedlam. It was like a free for all for us, I guess, to get out all our aggressions. And a tug of Warren. We all played some tug of war. That was why there were mud pits in Bedlam, was playing tug of war. Because you lost, you went in the mud pit. And our last pack. Here we go, folks. Let's see what greatness awaits us. We should get a second yellow out of this pack, because we've only gotten one. Which means we're probably not going to get anything grander than that. Bull Shark Mark. There we go. Connect Ted. Disguised Guy. Our second yellow, as promised. Rotate Nate. I remember those things. You go push down, they're like tops, but you push down on them and they had a little ratcheting mechanism and they would get going. Merit Midge, I guess, again. Beepin' Tom. I don't know, that's a funny name. We haven't seen the Simon one yet, but I like Beepin' Tom. Lula Hoop we saw earlier. And Toy Brock. All right, guys. That was a fun little trip down memory lane. We'll keep doing that as we open more. I just hope to get enough to make a base set. I hope the distribution is way better than Intergalactic, because out of a case worth of boxes, I only built 2 sets. That's right. I have so many partial sets of that are missing 20 cards, because they like to give you one run would be all A's, so I have like stacks of just the same card, A, and no B's. Fun stuff like that. So we're going to hope this set wasn't this way. So it looks like in a blaster, you get the 2 of the influencer cards, and you get 2 of the yellows. So it was fun doing this. Try to get on more often again. I have some stuff I just need to edit down that has been in the can forever, but I just have been too busy and sometimes a little too lazy to do it. But, you know, hopefully I can get that stuff back on track, throw out some stuff. I'm going to do some other stuff besides openings. You know, show you some of my rainbows, some of my sketches, some of my favorite stuff, you know, just kind of see that. And I also thought about like throwing up some, I know most of us are probably on Deal or No Deal group on Facebook, but kind of doing something like that on here. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. If you are, let me know. You know, throw down some comments. I always love the comments. They're even better if we can get a good conversation going in the comments. But, you know, tell me what you think. Let me know if you'd like to see me throw some stuff up for sale. I'm not just going to throw up a bunch of, you know, base cards and greens and blacks and things like that. I've got, you know, I got some fun stuff, autographs, tougher to find parallels, sketches, that kind of stuff that I just really need to get rid of. And I thought maybe it would be kind of a fun way to do it on here. Let me know what you think, and have a good day, folks. We'll see you next time.